monster.
Hey guys, Clone Guy here, and today is Memorial Day, and I thought, what kind of video should we have today for Memorial Day? Keeping with the trend of, remembering the fallen soldiers, the fallen warriors, let's remember the fallen tanks in this game. The tanks that are no longer played, that are dead tanks. And I by no means am diminishing the meaning of Memorial Day by doing this. In fact, I think I'm reminding some of you who are in quarantine right now that today is Memorial Day. And you're like, wait, what? Today's Memorial Day? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Today is Memorial Day. So keep that in mind. Speaking of remembering, it was exactly 1 year and 2 days ago that my mother went in for her hip surgery. So thank you guys for that as well. You guys helped pay for that. And in fact, you guys donated over $1,500 for that surgery. So that was awesome as well. So thank you guys for that. So these are the things that we're remembering. So what this is going to be is starting at tier 6, going up to tier 10, we're going to be playing the least played tanks at each and every tier. Let me get my list. I have a list. I probably should have done this before I started recording, but you know what? That would require thinking. And, well, I didn't do that. So, let's see. And I did. I thought about it, and then I didn't do it. Alright, so at tier 6, we have 2 tanks. I'm going to be listing 2 tanks each time for Xbox and PlayStation 4. I'm playing on Xbox, and I have more tanks on Xbox, so we'll be playing the Xbox ones. And plus, a lot of the ones on the PlayStation I actually do not have. So, here on Xbox, the least played tier 6, as of the month of April, was the TOG 2 with less than 1,000 games. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me exact numbers. I couldn't find a website which gave me exact numbers for the games. Maybe there's one out there for console, but I couldn't find it. But the TOG 2. And on PlayStation 4, it is the D-Max. And that's too bad. The TOG 2 is such a popular vehicle among the dedicated players. I think the reason this tank is played so little is because the people who do have it play it once or twice. And then no one else plays it. Because why would you play? It is slow, it is painful to play, and the only people who truly appreciate the TOG are the people who have been playing this game for 4, 5, 6 years, who watch the Mighty Jingles, or are now watching the Mighty Jingles, watching his old videos. I think those are the people who truly, truly respect the TOG 2 and enjoy the TOG 2. Everyone else, though, is just like, TOG 2, why would I get a tank that goes 12 kilometers an hour, or 13 kilometers an hour, however fast it is. Is it 14? I don't know. But yeah, so here it is, the TOG 2, Cliff Winter. So, yeah, let's do this. I have the Union Jack on. Yeah, alright. Yeah, this is true, I do have. I should probably throw the American flag on, though. Today's Memorial Day. Oh, Memorial Day is an American holiday, but I'm sure other countries probably have something like this. Maybe not today. Or maybe they do, who knows. But let's us go to the right. And probably get killed. But let's see if we can get our tank doing some fancy things. And you know what? While we drive in the TOG, let's talk about the news. Let's get that up right now. Alright, so starting tomorrow, which is Tuesday, new on-track event to the Object 705A. That's a pretty good on-track event. Because I believe the IS goes to the ISM, goes to 705, and then the 705A. All those will be 30% off, and then the tier 5s, 1 through 5 will be, 30% off. Tier 5s through 1 will be 50% off. I want to kill this guy. I do. I swear to you. But I'm just bad at life in general, so bear with me. There we go. We did it. Sir, you stand no chance whatsoever to penetrate me. Oh, that looked like it hurt. I wonder if that was Bert. Yeah, it's Bert. How he can get shot from that angle is it's definitely Bert. Bertith Shapurtith. Loads of gold, it is OI. Ow. Why you do this? Somebody's shooting me with HE and it's not really doing anything because, well, it's HE. But at least it's trying. Well, there's my friend. This is incredibly awkward. The thing about that guy is I gotta shoot him 3 times for every time he shoots me. Because he's gonna splash me. And if he pens me, then it's just, you know, it's like, oh well. Oh well. There we go. Yeah, our health is going to keep us alive here. So. Hopefully we can keep these guys at bay. There's people sniping for them in the back. Somebody's shooting HE. I don't know. Maybe it's a Stug? It might be the Stug. But with that guy running, I might be able to take on this. He was waiting for me. He's like, I know you will come. Oh boy, I don't know how that one missed. Well, this is the end for us. As it is an 87. Oh man, he only got splashed for a little bit there. Thank you. Oh boy, we might actually survive this now. We just gotta hold on. We just have to hold on. That's our mission. I might just kill this T-25 if I can. Is that a hit box? It is. We actually have him now because of the hits he took. He may have better DPM than us, but he's not going to survive this. There we go. A lot of APCR there, but you know what? It's whatever. And all that's left is the M12. And there we go, we win. Tog! You can't push through my Tog. This was a perfect combo. We had a Hellcat behind us who was, I think, using bushes pretty effectively. And artillery was supporting us as well. And so we were just able to sit here and let those guys do what they needed to do to win. So I'll take that indeed. Let me get a steel wall too, because those shots from the 40 TP, or what was it? Little ring-a-ding, a 25 TP. There it is. Poor guy. Poor guy. But yeah, Hellcat did 1500. The artillery, I think they were both helping me. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's enough to kill tier 7s and this guy. So yeah, there we go. I'll take that. So that is the Tog, the forgotten Tog. Most of you are like, no, I do not forget the Tog. I will not forget the Tog, and a lot of you haven't, but some of you have. Don't forget the Tog. Next one, it really surprises me because this has kind of been a fan favorite on the channel. It's been pulling off ridiculous results, and people are talking about it and wanting to get it now. But it is the least played tier 7 on Xbox. It's the ISU 122S. Let's see. My phone turned off. Once again, it doesn't give exact numbers, but it's less than 1,000 games. And over on PlayStation 4, it's the FV201 A45. Also with less than 1,000 games, and those of you who are wondering, it is the regular skin version of this on PlayStation. Of course, I have the black version, which is actually played more than the no skin version, hilariously enough. Anyway, so the ISU 122S. Quite interesting. This one did surprise me. It did. But thinking about it, you know what? It kind of makes sense. I don't see this much. And I think people would rather play the SU 12244. But I personally like the ISU 122S, so I'll be happy to play this. But that also means that as I try to mark this, I will be competing against myself. So that will probably make it a little bit more difficult to mark this tank. So keep that in mind as well. And this list is the least played tanks. Some of them, I would argue, aren't really forgotten. They're just not played. Because people know they're bad. Like, once we get to tier 10, you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll be like, yeah, I don't think the tank you're playing is actually a forgotten tank. I think it's just a bad tank. And it's like, yeah, you're right. That is probably true. Completely true. And before we even get to tier 10, I'll give you my thoughts on what I believe to be the most forgotten tier 10 tank in the game. This is my opinion. Not the least played, the most forgotten. And this matchmaking is weird. The most forgotten tank at tier 10, I believe, is the Object 430. The regular one. Who even remembers that? People remember the 430U because it's a heavy tank with medium mobility, heavy tank gun, a better turret than all the heavy tanks in the game, with its cupolas having over 300 millimeters of effective armor, and its turret having like 400 millimeters of effective armor. Yeah, so everybody remembers that thing. But what about... And the K91 everybody remembers because of how bad it is. But what about the 430? I think that one's a forgotten tank, especially since there's tanks like the T62A and the 140. Because I feel like if you go up the 140 line or the T54 line, you're gonna get either the T62A or the Object 140. Meanwhile, if you go up the Object 430 version 2 line, you're probably gonna get the 430U or even the K91 just to meme because it's so bad. So I think because the 430, the regular one, plays so similarly to the T62A and the 140, I think it's just not played because people will not grind that whole line for that one tank, right? You get 2 for going up to the 140 and the T62A. So I think that's why that one's so forgotten, personally. Anyway, this is a risky play we're making. We don't really have many people coming with us. We have all the heavies coming with us, but they're going to be a little bit slower. And I don't know if I'm fast enough at 42 kilometers an hour top speed. You need to go about 40 consistently to make this play. And this thing having a 42 top speed, we've been going about 36, 35 the whole way here. But we're actually going to make it. And those guys behind us will show up, and they should give us some good support. And we'll just sit in this bush and see what we can slaughter. Well, first victim. And this guy stands literally 0 chance of surviving right now. Because he just... I have a better rate of fire than him. And he's shooting HG, so... There we go. There's one shot from Artie. We have to be careful of artillery. It is a tier 8. There we go. But we've made it. And now we sit here and wait. And we should have pretty good camouflage. And we're just going to slaughter. I'm shooting the Absolution first because it's an Absolution. I give no cares. Konga doesn't give a care. He's going to shoot you. Why? Because he doesn't like you very much. There's an ammo rack. And he just fixed. Oh, that's rough, buddy. That's real rough. This tank is so good. Ugh. Oh, I'm struggling so hard to play this thing. Hey, Absolution boy. Look at this thing. Wow. Oh, did that go low or did it go into his upper plate? That is the question. Dreadnought says, good night, sir. Hey. You're dead. You're next, bud. And then I think we fall back. He'll get spotted. Oh, okay. He's out. He's like, peace. Fair enough. Back to the base. We go. This tank is so good. Every time I play it. Do. Man, oh man. Yeah, we're losing the other side. We're getting pinged like the heavy tanks are doing a bad job. They really are. No, they're not. They're doing fine against him. Look at that. He's a one-shot. He hasn't done much damage in return. This is fine. We just have to worry about this T-29 over here. He's going to be a difficult one. We can pen him, but he's still going to be a little bit scarier to fight. The Challengers shouldn't be too difficult to deal with, but yet again, they're going to have that DPM advantage. I have the DP advantage, but they're still going to whittle away, and I don't have much health, 870. So we got to be careful here. And there's a Styrowaffenträger somewhere. Let's see if this tree works for us. Hopefully that artillery will spot for us, and then we'll just go blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, perfect. I feel like that one just ghosted right through him, but I could be wrong. Unfortunately for you, but I'm pretty sure I have a better rate of fire than you. And a bigger gun. Alright. What we need to do here is we just need to go at him. Fix that fuel tank. We can't have it broken. Avoid the pig. And he misses and he's ammo racked, that's it. He's still a repair kit, actually. It's gonna be a difficult one. If he takes a hit and he gets down to a 2-shot, I'm just gonna take the hit from him. Because I can and will DPM him. Already missed. I didn't realize I had no more AP left when I switched to APCR. But this tank wins anyway. This tank is so disgusting. I don't know why it's so not played. It's so good. Russia, comrade. We miss. No problem. We reload. Gotta beat the arty shot. Nope. There we go. Third time's the charm. We got it. We got it. ISU 122S. Man. Ugh, every time I play this tank, I'm impressed by it. Every time. Oh yeah, if you're noticing the username or the clan name, there's a bit of a meme in the Discord yesterday, and yeah, so that's what's going on there. What does this do? Oh, we get that. Cool. There's an ace. I'll take it. What a tank, man. Well done, enemy team. My team, not really though. This tank is like a one-man army. It really, really is. Holy Toledo. All right, let's jump into the next one. What do we have now? We have. Oh, yet another one that surprised me until I really thought about it. This one on Xbox, yet again, less than 1,000 games. Because people don't really play these tiers very much. They usually play tier 9 or 10. But less than 1,000 games here on Xbox is the Oh yeah, look it, I have this. I'll do a review on that soon. Don't worry. Is the T-44-100. Yep. And I think the reason this one isn't played much is just because there's the T-44 in the game, there's the STG in the game, the Guard in the game, the Motherland, the T-54 Mod 1, the what is the T-44-100? The other one. There's a reskin version as well. But yeah, anyway, I think there's just so many T-44s and such in the game that, you know, people just don't realize that this one's not played. Like, I didn't realize that, but then when I really think about it, it's like, how often do you actually see a T-44-100? Oh, it's the Volk T-44-100, right? The other one? Yeah, like, how often do you see a regular T-44-100 in the game? Not very often. And on PlayStation 4, I will have to say, this is a true dead tank. True tank that needs to be remembered. The least played tier on the PlayStation 4 is the IS-6. May it rest in peace. Rest in peace, IS-6. The IS-6 is an old vehicle. Original Russian premium heavy tank introduced into this game back when the Russians first popped into existence here on World Tanks console. Preferential matchmaking. Fantastic armor for its tier at the time. Decent mobility, in fact, for a heavy tank. And a punchy gun. 390, which was like nothing we've seen before at that tier. Because you get the Carnarvon with 230 Alpha, the Tiger 2 with 320, and the T-32 with 320. And then suddenly the IS-6 appeared, and it's like, whoa, what is this? And people loved it. That was probably one of the most played tanks at the time. Everybody who was willing to spend money on the game had an IS-6 in their garage. And now there's so many tanks that are just better than it. And playing an IS-6, sure, you won't fight tier 10s, but you still have to fight the other tier 8s, which would be tanks like Defenders, Hydras, Chrysler Ks, and you're just not going to do much to those guys. So it's very easy to see why the tank has been forgotten and nobody plays it anymore. The T-44 I don't think is ever truly alive. It kind of just came in the game under the radar, and nobody really has it. And it's a T-44, people think, but it's a better T-44, really. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I like it. I like it a whole lot. But that's apparently the unpopular opinion, as it only has 1,000 games, less than 1,000 games in the last month, or at least April. So this guy keeps going, we're just gonna shoot him with our more rapid fire. 100 mil. And we have a worse rate of fire than the SU-122. ISU-122, sorry. And we have a 100 mil. And I can't shoot, apparently. That was a terrible shot. I pulled the trigger thinking I was loaded, and then I wasn't. And then I zoomed out, and then I was loaded. Well, what can you do, right? You can get better, cool guy. Just get better. Or you can auto-lock, because clearly that's how you win. Alright. 2 little tier 8s, or tier 6s. Don't mind if I do. This is something I want a piece of. We missed, but that's okay. He's going to have to turn around. And then it's off to you. A juicier snack. Oh my gosh! I just got full banned by artillery for camping. Oh, that's what I get for playing the game, boys. Well, imagine that skill he has. The ability to do nothing. The ability to spawn, turn, forget something upstairs, run, go get it, come back down, realize, oh, there's a tank right there, pull the trigger, leave, comes back, realizes he did 1300 damage. There you go. Artillery. Oh, and he just killed the KV-2. Wow, so much skill. Oof. Artillery players inspire me. They inspire me to not be artillery. That's what they do. All right, moving on now. Time to tier 9. Time for tier 9. Tier 9 is really surprising. Like I looked at the tier 9 and I'm just like, what? Really? But why? Why? But tier 9 is a very popular tier. A lot of the tanks are very close together. The least popular tier 9 tank, I bet you can all guess which is the most popular. Conqueror. The least popular tier 9 tank is the Batchat 25 TAP with less than 4,000 games on Xbox. On PlayStation 4, it is the WZ-111 GFT with less than 3,000 games. But this was a close second here on Xbox as well. And I thought about playing this because technically on both consoles it's the least played. But the tier 10 is very similar that we're going to be playing. So I decided let's change it up. Get the autoloader in here, which is the least played here on Xbox. So here we go. The Batchat 25 TAP. One of my favorite tanks. I don't know why I enjoyed this so much because I don't like autoloaders. But this one was fun. But I like the Lorraine more. In fact, this is one that I 3-marked. And which I don't usually do that to autoloaders. I don't care to. But I 3-marked this as I was grinding through, and I was like, hey, this is pretty. But yeah. Anyway, Malinovka Winter. What a map! Team Destruction. We could go to K1 and really just troll around up there if we really wanted to. That might be a hilarious thing to do. But we'll see what the game presents us. It presents us a top tier match. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Because that, I think those Kanonen Kampfpanzers, there we go, are gonna be platooned with those heavies. They're gonna go to the right side and work this ridge, and that's something I really don't want to have to face up against. This is one of those things. I will lose that. I like if I YOLO him and I pen every shot, I'll kill him. But that doesn't sound like a smart thing to do to me. So I'm gonna go this way and do the fun thing I was talking about, just because it'll be fun, for sure, for shizzles. Let's just go. Dun 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 dun. And like I said, this is just gonna be hilarious. And they don't have any huge guns that are fast enough to get over here to just nuke me for doing this play. Like maybe one of their comp fans is over here and he shoots me, but whatever. I'll just take it like a champ. And then I'll climb. Like, this is gonna be fun. Unless they block this, imagine. Imagine I just flip my tank right now. Okay, good. We're okay. We are okay. Chi-Ri. A baby tank. He appears to be by himself. He's not even autoloader, Chi-Ri. What a crying shame. There we go. We'll just see if Artie hits us now. No. Those guys will spot for us, then maybe we can put some more shots into somebody else. No, that's the closest guy, it looks like. Alright, well. This play was pretty useless. We knocked out a tier 7 with it. I should be writing that in my journal. Today, I used a powerful position to kill a tank 2 tiers lower than me. That doesn't sound like a good idea, actually. Alright, look at that medium tank. Look at him. Look at him. Doesn't he know he's a heavy? He just got derped and penned by an Oni. Well, now we know Oni is derp, but we also know he's paying attention elsewhere. Okay, they can handle the Oni. I'll handle this guy. 1. 2. 3. 4. Oh yes, give me that side. 5. 6. Easy. Easy. Who's that with him? STA. Do. Look at how juicy that guy is. Alright, I think we can just do this. I think we can just send it. That's what we're going to do. Oh, it's a little bit scarier now. That guy still has 410 V range, so we have to be careful of him. As I get spotted. Like, what did I just say? It's like in one ear, out the other. But we're gonna trade with him here. There we go. There's the miss. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And he's dead. What, you think I don't have another shot? If I didn't miss those other 2 on that guy, we would be able to kill this guy. Just saying. Well, we gotta go. If we can get up this, those guys can then support me. Give him a little zig. Ah, he hits us anyway. I wonder if my team are going to shoot this guy. There we go. Keep chasing. Keep chasing. Man, you're brave. Stupid. But you're brave. Alright. KV5 time. There he is, boys. Let him have it. I'm not going to waste my shot on him. Because I only have 5 going after these next guys. And I want to get up to the top of this hill and kill them. Yeah. Plus, those are all tier 9s behind me. They should be able to handle him. Right? Right? You would think. This is something you would assume. Imagine. Don't want to get spotted by that guy on my approach to the hill. We're just gonna. That guy's gonna be in the fright of his life when we show up and we clip him out. We should be able to clip him and then go for another cycle, I think. That KV5 is still alive. Finally. Okay, apparently I have to aim because he is a heavy tank. I mean, a light tank, my bad. That was sad. 2 bounces. This thing does have a long interclip, unfortunately, and that can lead to losing health like that. It can. I'm hoping that comp fans that didn't come back up, because if he did, I'm going to die here. But I still want to take the risk, because the E75 is way down at the bottom, so I think the comp who's platoon with them would have gone with them. Imagine they both are up here and they just shoot me. That'd be pretty sad. That would be Heartbreaking. Excuse me. Take a swig after this, I think. Swig of water. If it was just that E75 or two E75s, this would be so much easier. But they have a speedy tank who's got decent camouflage and good armor and a good gun. Okay, they're both there. And I can clip them both out. Fantastic. And they're just driving. They're just gonna get hit in the side by everybody. What is this play? I don't understand it. And now he's tracked. We bounce. There we go. Oh, that shot was too nice to me. Too nice indeed. We should get to this guy first, unless artillery smacks him or he pokes up again. Actually, the E75 is fast. I keep forgetting 40 is fast. We gotta hope he bounces if we want to get this 5k damage here. Well, he's gonna get one shot at it. And then so are we, because we've got mediums behind us. Got it. There we go. Wow. Batchet AP. Least played tier 9 right now on Xbox. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Do people not want the Batchet tier 10? I think all the people who did want it already have it, so nobody's grinding this thing. Nobody's playing it. There's no need to. Hey, we're still at 3 marks. Let's go. Cool, cool. All right, so there it is. Batchet 25 TAP. So now the question is, what is the least played tier 10? The most forgotten tier 10 in the game? And some of you are probably thinking, oh, K91. Oh, Object 268 version 4. And the answer would be no, because you remember those. The answer is the tier 10 Chinese tank destroyer. WZ 113 GFT, which I don't have. That is the least played tier 10 on both PlayStation and Xbox, with less than, I think it's 4,000, less than 3,000 games each, I believe. Less than 2,000 games on both. So yeah. However, in second place, the tank I do have is the Object 268 version 4 with less than 3,000 games. And in third is the K91. And then in fourth is the Object 430, which we were just talking about that. So, and that does make sense. But we're going to be playing the tank I have with the least amount of games played, and that is the Object 268 version 4, which I just got, and I've played 2 games, and it's terrible. Let me just say, the K91 puts this tank to shame. This tank is garbage. Its armor is good at long range. Its gun is terrible at long range. Its DPM is awful. Its mobility is awful. And because it's so slow, by the time you get into battle, you've either won or lost. And so that's why I believe this tank has the best survival rate at tier 10 right now, is because of that. And that's why they didn't want to buff it. They said, oh, we don't want to buff it because it has the best survival rate at tier 10. Well, duh. It takes 7 years to get to the battle, and by the time you get there, you've either won or lost. And if you've won, you survive. And guess what? Doing nothing for your team tends to give you a juicy 45% win rate. And if you do nothing for your team, but you still win 45% of the time, you're going to also survive 45% of the time, which is insanely high. So that's my take on this thing. But yeah, that's just me. Anyway, I don't want to go left. I don't have the gun depression for that. I'm going to go right. I'm probably too slow for this. This thing has nothing going for it. Got a worse gun than 268. 200 less alpha, less pen, much less pen, worse rate of fire. Like, I reload faster than the 268 with 200 more alpha. I have a 13.23, I think, seconds reload with the same setup on the 268. I have more mobility. I have a good superstructure on that thing. I've got better camouflage, better accuracy, 0.33 base. Like, what does this have going for it? Armor that the E3 already has. And I way underled that. That shell is a little bit slower than I was anticipating there. I forgot to take a swig of water, but you know what? We'll finish the video before we take a swig. Hopefully we don't get nuked by the artillery. This guy's actually platooned with the people who that's what he gets for playing. Well, I didn't want to fight on the other side. I'd rather fight them here anyway, so this is fine. This is all good. If I sit here, can I get my gun down still? I can. Am I hull down? I don't think so. Light tank wants to die. Light tank needs to die. Is their correct term I need to be. Thank you. Let's push up with the Z100. I don't want to get RD'd, and I'm about to. Those guys are actually getting whittled by my team out there. We've actually got a 430U. Good luck digging him out. RD needs to dig our 430U out, and if he doesn't, we might be able to just stop this platoon right here, right now, and win the game. This is actually really good. But he needs to pen. I need to pen. I'm just going to load the premium rounds then. Forget it. This is going to be a tougher one to win, and I really want to win it. I really, really want to win. My Cupola's on the wrong side, unfortunately. There we go. I'm not afraid of you, Borsig. He could be big gun firing heat, and then in that case, is actually the scariest tank here. To take a hit from, that is. You see what I mean by the cupola? This is going to be a tough one. This gun is no good. It's no bueno. It says to you, we hate you. And I say to it, yes, I know. This I already know. You don't have to tell me the truth. Fool of a tank. I love this tank so much. What I really want is for them to nerf this a little bit. Maybe make its gun a little bit worse. Make it slower. Give it a worse rate of fire. Yeah, all those things would be pretty nice to see. Okay, whatever. Whatever. No, I don't want to play anyway. I couldn't get my gun down. This tank is so bad. Like I understand it needed a nerf from its PC version. But it didn't need what they've done to it. Maybe nerf its armor. Let it keep its speed. But yeah, by the way, we are going to win this game because these guys did exactly what we were going to say. What we said, they were going to get pinned down, and then we were just going to go da, you know. Which is exactly what we're doing. These guys never actually stood a chance. They needed to push, but they never did. They're all spamming premium, and that's what they're depending on. And that's what another thing I don't like about premium rounds is people become too dependent on it once they start shooting it, and that's what these guys have done. And they've gotten much too dependent on their premium rounds. And they're hoping their premium rounds win them the day, which it's not going to. So, but yet again, like I said, he's just shooting the premium rounds, hoping it helps, and it's not. And he's about to get 57 heavy. And we win. There we go. Guys, what's the lesson you can learn from this game is don't depend on premium rounds. Literally. Don't depend on premium rounds. If people who spam it will lose in situations like that because that's all they relied on there was premium rounds and not tactics. They did have us outnumbered. They were fighting me, a 430U, and an E100. We were the only 3 tier 10s. We had a Centurion 7-1 with us. It was us 4. So, and it was a full platoon of top tier heavies. And an E50M. And a Tiger 2. And a Falcon. They had and a Borsig. They had and a Foch. But they lost. And that's why they were depending too much on their premium rounds. So yeah, that's the lesson you got to take away from this, guys. Is don't sacrifice tactics for premium rounds. If you're gonna shoot premium rounds, don't think they're auto win rounds. Okay, like I shot a premium round into the gun of the Borsig. That's why I bounced. But there we go. That's the video for today. As you can hear my voice disappearing from you, as as I've been talking for 40 minutes without actually taking any water, even though I said I would. But yeah, those are the tanks. The most forgotten tanks on console. The TOG 2. And what was the other tier 6 thing? The D-Max. Then at tier 8, the A45 and the ISU 122. Then at tier 8, the T44 100 and the IS6. Tier 9, the WZ111G FT, and the Batchat 12 TAP. And then at tier 10, the WZ113 GFT and the Object 268 version 4, the most forgotten. Do not forget them. Actually, you can. This tank is garbage. You can forget it all you want. All the other tanks we've listed are actually still pretty good. They've just been forgotten. It is a shame. It is a shame. All right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT, Koala Mentality's YouTube's links in the description below. And if you're interested in joining my Discord, link is in the description below. Or, in fact, Outcast's link to that Discord is also in the description below. Yeah, and there's that. And we will be reviewing the SU-130 PM and the T-78 very soon, because we have them both now. So we'll be doing that. They were supposed to be for today, but then I remembered that today is Memorial Day. I'm like, wow, I almost forgot. Alright, that's it. Take care, everyone. And peace out.